Gucci. All right, good. So how's that new setup feel with the hybrid?
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable?
I'm liking it a lot.
So the biggest issue with hybrids, and from the tour pro to the beginning golfer, is they think it's supposed to do all these great things because it's kind of the most new technology in golf in the aspect of like a new type of club. So it came out to hit out a rough pretty much instead of those long irons.
Yep.
And so people get frustrated if they don't hit it good out of the rough because that's what they think it's for. But it's more the premise of knowing where to put it in your stance and what mentality to have when you're hitting it.
Okay.
So you gotta remember, it's got the shape of a wood, but you hit it like an iron. All right. So don't try to necessarily pick that ball clean every time like you would with your 3-wood.
Yep.
You know, it's all right to take a little divot with a hybrid. It's still gonna go the same distance. It's gonna have that better trajectory than a 4-iron, let's say, and you can play it out of the rough as long as you're comfortable with it.
Okay.
You know, there are times when the rough is super thick.
Yep.
It's just not smart to hit it, even though it's the club to hit out of the rough.
True.
You have to realize, like, okay, this is just a pitching wedge to get it up there.
Make the IQ.
You know, make the IQ.
Yep.
So while we're talking about IQ a little bit on the golf course, let's just talk about the mental game a little bit. All right. If I recall correctly, you say you sometimes struggle with when to be aggressive compared to when to be, you know, laid off a little and accept your bogey.
Hands down. I mean, this is definitely my biggest dilemma in the game is the mental aspect.
It's tough. It's, you know, the great golfers have said, golf is 10% skill, 90% mental.
Yep.
So it's tough to really conquer it. But a good way that I like to do it is with imagery and trying to just imagine what's going to happen if you do this and what's going to happen if you do this. And I think if you can successfully imagine both scenarios, you'll be able to see which one is the right one to do. Okay, so the best example I have of showing this is with punch shots. Okay. All right, so let's switch out your hybrid with a little 7-iron. All right.
Okay.
So let's just throw it out there. You just hit not a bad tee shot, but it's in the woods.
Yep.
All right. You said you play Bedford Valley a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so number 16. Let's say you put in those right woods. You know.
They're often.
It's often.
Yeah.
But let's say you have 220 in, so you can get there. But you have a lot of trees in your way, and you don't know if it's the smartest play.
It's going to need that shot.
You know, so it needs that shot.
Yeah.
And as a golfer, we all love that shot.
True.
That's why we play the game.
Amen.
You know?
Yep.
So your initial reaction, especially if you're an aggressive player, is going to be, oh, I got this. Take your, 3-iron. It's just going to do a nice draw around. But the problem with that is you're only thinking about the result. You're not thinking about the consequences.
True.
So if that thing just hooks an inch more than the original and it hits that tree, then it's going towards 14 tee box.
And I'm SOL there. Yeah.
You know? So we gotta learn to mentally imagine what the ball is gonna do, and then realize what the consequences might be if it doesn't do what we need it to do. Okay? So is what we're gonna do, and a big thing with the punch shot and the mental part of the game is there's trees everywhere on the golf course. You know, we're always thinking, oh gosh, I'm going to hit this tree. Oh, I'm going to hit that tree square on the, stump. We can't think like that. All right, and our problem is we're thinking like, oh my gosh, that tree's right in front of me. I'm going to hit it. We actually naturally aim for that tree because that's our last thought.
True, yeah.
You know?
Very true.
So you got to think that tree's not even there. Obviously, that's tough.
Yep.
Actually, it's impossible because the tree is there.
Yep.
But we have to imagine that, all right? And then the main thing is being confident. If you can imagine your shot's doing what you want it to do, and you're confident with doing it, then you're set. Then it's about your club face and the swing and stuff like that. But as the mental part goes, that's what you gotta do. You gotta imagine it, be confident with it, look at the consequences, and are you fine with the consequences? You know? So on that 220, 3-iron, you're in match play. Are you fine with losing the hole if this ball hits that tree? Or do you want to try to make a birdie still? So you gotta go with the consequences and then go from there.
Yep.
But now, once you got the mental part down, let's go a little over like a punch.